Mm-mm. The devil is a lie. Come on back in. We're not allowing that to stop us. Sorry about that. We had a little technical issue. We're not going for that. The show is way too important for this. So no, we're not taking that. I'll give everybody a minute to come back in. Please come on back in. Come on back in. Come on back. Come on back. Come on, bike. I sincerely apologize. It wasn't my doing. Please come on back in. And forgive me if I sound a little stuffy. I am. I was working out in them elements last night, and I got a little head cold, but that's all right. Yeah, come on back in. Come on back in. Sorry about that. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. But now let's talk about the head of house. Let's talk about the head of the house. See, head of house, it ain't just a designation that you check off on your taxes. You know, when you file your taxes, you check if you the head of house. That means you claiming that on your taxes. They give you a little extra more money as you filing head of house. No, this is deeper than that. This is bigger than that. And just to be clear, the incident with T.I. and his son, that kind of spearheaded this show. And then I had noticed two other events that took place just last night in my presence that let me know, yeah, this show needs to come on out. This needs to come on out. It needs to come on. So that's where we coming from. That's our text, if you will. And I know everybody didn't get to see or haven't heard what happened with the rapper T.I. and his son. As last Sunday, his daddy and his mama and them was being honored at the Atlanta Falcons game for 50 years of hip hop. And somehow T.I.'s son Kane, I believe he's 18, 19 years old. He was there. He was on live, and he was running his mouth. T.I. and his mama Tiny, she's a singer from the group Escape. They was shooting a couple jabs at him, kind of playfully. T.I. said he had grew up with a silver spoon and he ain't never go to bed with a roach in his ear and nothing like that. Basically saying you didn't live the life that I lived. You didn't have to come up the way I had to come up. And that's a blessing. And it is. All parents want their kids to come up and do better and have a better starting point than they did. And with two very successful uh, artists as parents, of course, you got some advantages most children don't have. Can I get a little witness in here? And the young man was seemingly uh, offended by this notion. He said he wasn't brought up with no silver spoon, and he didn't want to live in the gated community. He said he spent his time at grandmama's house. Now, I find it hard. Now, and even if that's true, there's a lot of speculation around that part. Did T.I. and them raise him? Did his granny raise him? We don't know. That ain't none of our business. But let's just say she did. I find it hard to believe that T.I. would leave his mama in the middle of the hood. Now, she might not have had a big old gated house like he did, but I'm quite sure he wouldn't leave his mama, excuse me, off in the hood some damn well. But he kept on saying, I didn't want to be in the gated community. I want to be out there in them streets. His mama Tiny said, y'all, the real reason he wanted to go over there was so that he can suck his pacifier. Up until he was 12 years old, he's sucking on his pacifier at his grandmama's house. His daddy says, boy, you used to throw a fit. You would sit there and hold your breath until you can go over there. Now, I got a problem with that. That's just me personally. That's just me personally. T.I., Tiny, why would y'all letting your boy, you know he was going over there to be pacified, and let's just be real. All children know going over granny house is a different experience than being home with mama. We all know this. Granny got a little boy, lax rules. You can stay up a little later. Granny tends to go to bed early. I mean, you got the house basically to yourself. You can sit up and watch some things you wouldn't watch while Granny was awake. Back in my day, we had Red Shoe Diaries and Real Sex. Yeah. So it's conceivable that he wanted to be over his grandmama's house. Hell, I did. But why was you letting your boy throw a fit to the point that he's holding his breath to get what he wants? See, Granny might let him suck on a physical pacifier. But y'all was more than willing to pacify him virtually by giving him what the hell he wanted. And I must say this. At first, I blame T.I. for this whole situation. But then I looked further into the situation and realized this little boy been a problem for a while now. You see, I never watched the T.I. family show and stuff like that. Nevertheless, the little boy gets upset with his daddy. He says his daddy was capping. He kept on saying, he capped. I know him. Some reports say, I didn't see this in the video, but I can believe it, that he went into a fit of rage and pushed his mama. I can see this because, see, his mama kept saying, stop. I might be Cedric Entertainment for the Bob Shop. His mama kept saying, stop it. Now, most of us, our mama say stop, we shut the hell up. But that little boy was out of control. I don't know if drugs or whatever, it took over his mind, but he lost his mind. And he ended up shoving his mama. Once he shoved his mama, T.I. grabs hold of him, puts him in a headlock. And he can be heard saying, boy, he didn't say boy, but I'm going to say boy, you embarrassing yourself and the family. This out in public. at the new Georgia Dome thing. This all these folks out there, all these rappers, all these dignitaries, and your son is backstage somewhere he ain't got no business because he's not a rapper. He's not a celebrity. Y'all excuse me. Yeah, I'm cleaning my nose out on camera. Uh, he back there showing his little yellow ass. But clearly there's deeper issues than that. Somebody else showed a video where the little boy was crying. I think he was about 14, 15 years old in this video, and he's crying and little eyes out saying he want to have a rap career right now. He want to stop going to school. He want to go homeschool, and he want to rap right now. I mean, he was crying like a little girl. His mama and his granny, they patting him up. Oh, baby, you going to have a career. T.I. says, y'all quit babying him, quit patting him up. And this must make me change my viewpoint on T.I. He said it, quit babying him, quit patting him up. Let him go through this. No, you're not going to quit going to school. You need to go to school because you got bad grades. You're dumb as hell. Them was all facts. But that showed who the real problem was. I'm not here to bash on mamas and grannies because I understand mothers, that's in your blood, it's in your very nature to nurture your children. You don't want to see your children in pain. You don't want to disappoint your children. Tiny in that same video said, as a parent, she was torn. She was torn. His grandmama chased after him, which leads me to believe that maybe he is really close to his granny. That's cool. But see, granny was doing him a huge disservice. They should have listened to T.I., which brought forth and helped birth this concept of this show. What it means to be the head of the house and why mothers need to honor and respect the father's position as the head of the house. See, especially when it comes to these boys, because see, we're in an era now where these ain't the sons that we were. These are some new sons. These are some new children. I never thought I'd see a day where children that are in, I don't want to say privileged, but they're in better situations. They're coming out of great situations. They got great head starts in life. They don't have to worry about lights being cut off and water being cut off, and if it's food in the refrigerator. They've got some means and some things going on, but these kids nowadays don't appreciate that. I look at Michael Irvin, who exposed his son. His son wanted to act like he came from the hood. And Michael Irvin had let him know, son, you lived in a gated community all your life. And it made me ask the question, why do these little boys, I don't know about girls, but so I'll just stick with boys. Why are boys dying to be out in these streets, dying to be part of something that they don't know nothing about? And it's obvious because when you hear them talk, like the little boy kept saying, I stand on business. I stand on business. I stand on business. And I thought to myself, motherfucker, you 19. What kind of business you standing on? You ain't got no business. You ain't got no business being in there. But for some odd reason, some strange reason, they want to be part of these streets. And I don't know. I can't say it's the culture. I can't say it's the music. I don't want to blame it on anything because I think that's what's wrong with us. We want to blame something and somebody, and that's, I don't think that's really the answer. I don't think T.I. is a bad father. Clearly, it's not because his other children don't have this problem. It's just this little yellow motherfucker. He want to go rogue. He want to do his own thing. And by the way, I would have. Now, if it was me, I wouldn't even have addressed him. He would have done all that talking. I would have just walked away. I'd be like, "Come on, baby, we going home." Fuck that little motherfucker. And cut his water off. You can't get nothing else from me. You stand on business, you stand your yellow ass in the food stamp line. Because you're done with over here. And I would issue a decree and declare to all of the family, I don't want his yellow ass on the property. If he come to see his mama, let me know so I can be gone because he don't need to be around me. That's right. I know that sounds harsh. I know that sounds a little rough, but see, we in a state of emergency. These little young boys are losing their minds out here. And then, like I said, last night I saw some things. Last night I'm working at the Tanger or Tanga, whatever the hell, however you pronounce the stuff. I'm working out there last night. This mother, I saw this young man, and he's a teenager, emerged from the Nike store. He got his hood on. He walking hard. He mad. His mama trying to talk to him. She about 5 steps behind him. You want to go to another store? He don't say nothing. She hit the key fob, the door open. He jump in there. I hear her say, I know you ain't mad because you couldn't get them $300 shoes. What? I said, $300 shoes? He ain't had no business touching a $300 shoe. What? And mama, you still trying to reason with this motherfucker? Let that have been Deborah Denise Jones. Let that have been me and my mama, Deborah Denise Jones. And I even acted like I had an attitude. All shopping is over with. She would have been like, Negro, you can wear shoe boxes to school. You finna wear some Kroger bags to school. Oh yeah. About an hour later, another mother standing outside. I thought she was arguing with her son. She lecturing him. I'm sick of your attitude. You're so ungrateful. I just bought you a coat. Where's your coat at? You don't have your coat on. This is unacceptable. And by the way, these are black mamas, so it really don't matter. But I just want to clarify this. I'm going to give you the chance to finish out of this store, and then that's it. If your attitude is improved, then we're going home. Little boy smiling in her face. I said, Lord, again, let that have been Deborah Jones. Ain't no walking outside and getting me together. She's swinging. And then we going home. And then she gonna swing some more. But showing out in public. See, I don't understand these children these days. I was talking with D Money last night. I said our mamas got their powers from the sun and the moon. And you step outside, they powers enhanced. They hear better, they see better, they smelling, they can smell you. They can tell if you walking hard, you scraping your feet like you got an attitude. I know you ain't got no attitude. Why you walking off slow? I know you ain't got no attitude. Yeah. They powers enhanced when they got outside. You didn't do that. That was a death warrant. So I figured I come on here and just give one last ditch effort to let people know. See, this is why I get irritated when I hear mothers say, a father, a man's supposed to provide, he's supposed to protect. Okay, we are. But see, providing is the easiest thing in the world. Providing means I just take a little piece of money, give it to you, and I'm done. I've done my job. That's we are more than that. Fathers are way more than that. And let me be clear about something. I want to be very clear about this. I want to be very clear about this. Because, see, I don't want no confusion. I don't want nobody misinterpreting me. I already been misinterpreted once today. I don't know how favorite color turned into fornication, but okay. Let me be clear about something. There is a difference betwixt being a father and being a daddy. Oh, come on, Jones. See, daddies come in there, they pay their little child support. They complain about that. What she want me to do? I paid my child support. She think I'm made out of money. I got a life. Let me tell you something. I don't feel sorry for y'all. Let me just be real frank and clear. I don't feel sorry for your asses about having to pay child support. No, I don't. I don't give one damn. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how much rearage. I don't care how much it costs. You know why? Because motherfucker, I had to pay the whole thing. That's right. See, I had my kids. I had my son. I had to do first day of school. I had to do days when he was sick and I had to miss work. I had to change shifts. I've had to find babysitters. I've had to go without. I've had to pay full dental costs. I had to pay insurance and the copay. I had to pay the full thing. There wasn't no piece and no part go half. No, I paid the whole thing and gave him my whole time. And I'm not the only one. I know some fathers who paid child support. The babies call them in the middle of the week. Where y'all at? Where you at, fathers? They call them in the middle of the week, Daddy, we ain't got no food. You go over there and back do some grocery shopping. Daddy, my shoes broke. Baby, okay, let me get you some shoes together. And you sitting up there, man, I gotta pay child support. I don't want to hear that shit. See, you piecing and parting, and then most of the time, you the motherfuckers that don't go get the kids. Oh, you gonna get them once every weekend. You don't want to do that. You want to get them when you feel like it instead of when it's scheduled. Not even being considered that the children need to be on a set schedule. I know I'm speaking to somebody in here tonight. So yeah, I don't give a fuck about you paying no damn child support. Pay it. That's your child. Why would you want your child to do without? Why did you think? And from what I hear from the mothers, you getting a percentage. Y'all ain't even getting the whole thing of the payment. From what I understand, you getting a piece of a piece. Why should all the finances fall at her feet? Well, she got them all the time. That's the problem, motherfucker. That's why these kids out here lost. And I'm not bashing and beating up on mamas, but its statistics show they're not very good mothers when they by they're not very good parents when they by themselves. That means they need us. I don't give a fuck what they say. I don't give a fuck how many times they say it. Oh, I'm good. We good. I'm always have my kids. That's some bullshit. She needs you. Your kids need you. That's what part of being the head is. That's your calling. That's your anointing. See, daddies come and you give them, you bring Jordans once every 6-7 months. Then the kids don't hear from you. You come in the house and you want to be the king of the castle. You want the kids stop what they doing and worship you. You want to take all these pictures. See, I can tell who you daddy motherfuckers is. Oh yeah, I can. See, only a father can get in there and is involved on a daily basis. I wish I had a witness in here. A father is one to make sure his son is somewhat mechanically inclined. It tears my spirits up when I hear a young man say, "I don't know how to change your tire." What you? I had a cousin call me one time. Can you help us? Well, what's wrong? His tire flat, and he don't know how to change a tire. You giving a motherfucking pussy that don't know how to change a tire? A father teaches his son character. He teaches him work ethic. He teaches him discipline. See, them daddy motherfuckers, they're the ones, you better not put your hands on my child. You better not be doing this. Well, hell, this motherfucker going crazy. Take him with you. He tearing up my house. He tearing up my shit. He disrespectful. You take him there if you don't mean to whoop his ass. Yeah, you concerned about who whooping his ass when you should be grateful somebody being bothered with his ass. Oh, I wish I had a witness in here. See, fathers understand that young boys, uh, 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 they have egos and their hormones rage and they feel like they're men at times. And it's a father that has to harness all of that and let them know, okay, yeah, I know you're getting grown. I know you're getting bigger, you're getting stronger, but there's levels to this, son. Yes, you're becoming a young man, but you still in a child's place. And see, a lot of y'all are coming into that age where you starting to see your son make that change. A lot of you mamas, see, I've gotten these phone calls. What I need to do because he's starting to talk back and he don't want to do nothing and he doing this, that, and the other. Oh, baby, he done smelled himself. That's what the old folks used to say. Oh, he's smelling himself. See, fathers know that. He understand that day is coming. And for you fathers that you got young boys, your day coming. Just like T.I. and his son, the King. Now, I'm sure that wasn't their first confrontation. But you best believe when when your little son turns 14, 15 years old, oh, he about to come with it. His voice changed. He started to grow some hair. He's smelling himself. And friends, see, fathers understand that day is coming where he feel like I'm gonna take over as the head of the house, so I'm about to take over. I'm stronger than mama. I knew when I was bigger and stronger than my mama. I knew it. I about 15 and a half going on. So I knew I was stronger than her. Hell, I even tested it. She couldn't move that wash machine. I went in there and picked that whole motherfucker up. I said, "Oh yeah, I got her." Yeah, there's gonna come a time when you're gonna have to confront your son. Fathers understand that. I had to confront mine. Yeah, that's the nature of boys. Where they feel like it's time for me to step up and take over. And as a father, who's got to put him in his place? Now, let me say this. When it come time for fathers to put these little boys in their place, so you don't have a little Kane running around, huffing, puffing, talking about, I stand on business. Mamas, you need to get the hell out of the way. That's right. That's right. You need to get the hell out of the way. And let me say this. If you done sat up here and you done laid down and open wide and you done made a baby with a motherfucker that you don't trust to put him in his place and to handle him in these times, then you the damn fool. He need to give you some of that discipline too. Hell, he need to ask you, you want some of this belt too? Yeah. I've seen all manner of foolishness when boys get to that stage right there, like King is. And the mamas get all in the middle of the way, they're in the midst of it. They trying to calm the boy down. They trying to calm the daddy down. No, you got to let the daddy destroy him. He's got to humble him. The daddy knows that. That's instinctual in us. And I'm going to give you two stories tonight about it. I'm going to give you two stories. My daddy was a very mild mannered, meek man. He didn't talk a whole lot. He was usually very quiet until he got some alcohol and some weed in him. But for the most part, if he was sober, he was relaxed, he was cool as hell. He didn't bother nobody. He liked watching the football, he liked watching basketball. He would chill out. That was him. And I never will forget, he called me and told me this story one time. One of the few times he ever called me because he was so upset. I got a little brother on his side of the family. My daddy had two sons. I'm his oldest, and I got a little brother. He's 2 years behind me. My daddy's room, the way their house was set up, it was an old house. The bathroom, you had to go through his room to get to the bathroom. My brother I think he about 16, 17 at the time. And usually he pretty calm, but he was upset that day for whatever reason. Who knows? Hell. He walked in the house, walked in the bathroom, he's slamming doors. Daddy rises up and says, "Hey son, you don't pay no bills in this house. Don't slam no doors no more." My brother don't say nothing. He walked back out the bathroom, slammed the door again, slammed my daddy's door. An hour or two later, he come back. Guess he had the runs or something. He opened daddy's door, slams it, goes in the bathroom, slams that door. Daddy rises up. Now everybody know my daddy had a knife on him. Hell, he probably had a knife on him when they put him in the ground. He always carried a knife on him. He always kept that motherfucker razor sharp, too. I knew that. Everybody knew it. If he didn't have his gun, he damn sure had his knife. Daddy told me he busted in that bathroom door and snatched my brother up, was choking him. He said, boy, didn't I tell you, you don't slam no doors in this house? He pulled out his switchblade. I don't know what he's going to do with it, but hell, we know Daddy that he had to do something bad to piss Daddy off because Daddy ain't like that. And then Daddy said all of a sudden his mama was in there tugging at him saying, please don't hurt my baby. Please don't hurt. Put him down. Please don't hurt my baby. Babe. Don't hurt him. Me personally, shit, Daddy should have at least sliced his Achilles or something. But see, as a result of that, and God bless Miss Joanne, I know she couldn't help herself. She knew her son, she knew that boy messed up. Because Daddy don't get mad like that. Daddy didn't get violent like that. He really had to piss him off. But she interfered. And as a result, my brother been in and out of jail. I think he's in jail right now. His whole adult life. See, you mamas, you don't understand what that whole confrontation and that battle is all about. See, I know most of y'all, you love your sons. Some of you probably love your son a little too much. That's why you raised him to be your boyfriend or be the man that you always wanted. But there's going to come a time when that boy is going to challenge you. He's going to challenge everybody in the house for superiority. It's instinctual. He's not doing it on purpose. He's having a temporary insanity moment. And it's up to the father to quell that. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened with me and my son. My son, I had to almost destroy him. We had just moved back to Nashville. I was still on dialysis treatments at the time, so I was kind of weak. I know I was weak. I wasn't myself. And he had done something stupid. My son used to just do little silly shit that just piss me off. He would go over Granny's house and still take a banana, won't ask for it, just gonna take the banana, eat it, and then slide the peel up underneath the couch like she wouldn't know it was there. Just little stupid shit. When all you had to do was say, Granny, can I have a banana? She would have gave him the whole damn refrigerator. He used to do little silly shit like that. I'm like, why don't you ain't trying to steal no car. You ain't out here fighting. God damn, why don't you do some shit like that? I'm tired of you doing little silly shit. So he had done something silly. I banished him to his room so I can calm down before I hand out the punishment. And he had a temporary insane moment. He went in his room, closed the door, locked it. Then hollered out, I'm going to kill you, nigga. Oh. Now I went temporarily insane. I'm like, I know I didn't hear that. I said, you going to kill me? I'm going to kill you. Oh, okay. I took off my glasses because I was ready for war. He thought he was safe behind that locked door. I took that whole motherfucker off the hinge. He jumped up. He got in the corner like a little mouse. I said, here I am. Come on and kill me. Come on. Today is a good day to die. Come on. No, I need a weapon. No, you don't need no weapon. You don't need no weapon. Come on. Kill me. Because if you don't, I'm going to kill you. I charged in on him. And when he saw, I guess, when he saw the look on my face that he had never seen before, the rage and the pain, because it hurt me to hear him say that. But at the same time, it pissed me off because it's like, boy, I done been through too much with you for you to even utter them words. I don't give a damn if you thank them. He saw that look and he said, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. No, Dad, I'm sorry. I love you, Dad. Now, I ain't going to go into details of what happened, but needless to say, I wanted to make sure he understood. You don't never threaten me. You don't threaten your mama. You don't threaten nobody, particularly me. I knew that day was coming. I remember when I took my stance. Now, I didn't do it like that, but I took my stance. Everybody does it. Lil Kane, he took his stance the other day. And more every day, these little boys is taking their stand earlier and earlier, and they're doing it more crazy and crazier. That's how I know it's time for fathers to take back over the head of the house. We can't keep sitting back and just letting, oh, well, his mama said, his mama and them doing that. His mama don't like me whipping him. Well, you need your ass whipped. His mama don't really want me. His mama want me. What? What? His grandmama and them, they like to baby him up. And you let them do it? Quit making excuses. Quit sitting on your ass. Because your son's life could depend on you stepping in there and stepping up. Your son needs you. I'm not saying that your daughter don't, but our sons need their fathers to dominate, to dictate, to discipline, to teach, all of that. Stepdaddies, I don't believe in being a stepdad anymore. I don't, because the way these mamas be letting these kids do these stepdaddies, I can't do it these days. But see, a lot of you mamas with you got you a good man. See, you need to move out of the way. I know you love your babies. I know it's hard, to see somebody else having to discipline them. But see, sometimes, mama, you're not equipped. Some of you mamas are too. You love your children too much. You coddle them. You making deals with them. You making arrangements with them. This is a dictatorship. Ain't no compromise. Ain't no unyielding. One thing I know, and I'm not the expert on children. I'm not. I made mistakes as a father. Everybody does. But one thing I do know is you got to be firm, you got to be fair, you got to be consistent with children. That's just it. That's life. That's anybody. You got to be consistent. And one thing I don't see with a lot of these mamas is consistency, because see, y'all feel bad. You got a conscience. The child mad at you. You ain't speaking to him. They ain't speaking to you. And now you feel bad. Well, guess what? That ain't your man. You ain't got to fuck him. He can be mad. He can sit in his room all the days of his life, quiet. At least he ain't disturbing you. That's right. See, my mama didn't bother her for me sitting in that room to rot to death. If I was supposed to be, if I was on punishment, I had to sit in that room. Then, goddamn it, that's what I had to do. She didn't want to see me or hear me. That's right. But see, I understand them type of mamas is gone. Y'all don't want to be them type of mamas. Y'all don't want to be the type of mamas that we had anymore because y'all felt like they was too harsh. They was a little too rough. You want to be your child's friend. You want you and your child to have understanding. I want my child to be friends so we can, when they get older, we can talk and they'll confide in me. That's bullshit. And you kidding your damn self. Because hell, when you was that age, you didn't talk to your mama. You didn't tell your mom, Mama, I think I'm gonna give little Kiki some poom poom. Mm-hmm. What you think, Mama? He been nice. He took me to the dance and he bought me some flowers in front of everybody. He carried my books to class. Come on, you didn't have them conversations with your mama? Hell, I would have been ashamed. But you think your children are supposed to have these conversations with you? Stop it. No. Even when they grown, they don't want to have conversations with you. They calling you, ask you for something. Dang, what you mean? Beef? Why y'all want to be friends so bad with these kids? See, that should let you know you got some social issues within yourself. Oh no. Oh, Jones, you didn't have to say that. Yeah, I did. See, some of you so emotionally damaged and socially damaged. See, you depending on your kids to be your motherfucking friends. But I'm here to tell you something. How can you be friends with somebody that's not equal with you? You lived a life that they have yet to live. You are not equal. You are their guide. You are their teacher. You're not their friend. And I know that's hard sometimes. I know you want to have fun with your kids. That's okay to enjoy your kids and laugh and have a good time. But that needs to be an understanding. Even like now, both my kids are grown. And I'll laugh and joke with them and we can talk about things and we have adult conversation and stuff like that. But they understand because they know at any given moment, if they say something out of order, I'm going to snap back in the old daddy mode. So you got to mind how you talk to me. You got to mind your tone of voice. You got to mind your tempo. That's right. Just because you grown don't mean you're going to talk to me any kind of way. And just because you grown don't mean I'm going to talk to you any kind of way. I'm not going to talk to you like you 5 years old, but I'm not going to talk to you like you my age either. Because, see, I've been where you are. You ain't been where I've been yet. That's the difference. Friendship requires symmetry. That's a pretty word. Yeah, how you going to be friends with somebody that you have no symmetry with? You're not symmetrical. Ooh, I sound educated. You're not. You're not parallel. You're not equal to. And that's never going to change. When my mama, when I got older, I could laugh and joke with my mama, but I knew where the line was. That's right. That's right. So, fathers, what you gonna do? Cause see, we can't keep looking at mamas. Let's say Mama Neil. The boy want to be soft. He want to be like his mama. And let me address that too. See, because I see this too a lot. And there's another call for fatherhood. See, some of y'all get, and I don't care who I offend, and I know I'm probably gonna upset some of the rainbow people, but that's okay. Because see, contrary to what they say and what they think, you're not born gay. There's no possible way. It's impossible to be born gay. It's impossible to be born straight. Babies don't understand the concept of sexuality or their gender. They don't know they're a girl. They don't know they're a boy. They don't know that what's betwixt their legs. They just know it makes water and they don't like to be wet. That's it. They don't know that concept. That is a learned behavior. So when your son gonna put on high heel shoes, mama, don't say, "Oh, he always been like that. He been like that he been gay his whole life." No, what it is, he watched you put on your heels and your wig and your makeup, and he saw the joy it brought you, so he wanted to try it. Which is furthermore reason why you need to have his father around so he can emulate something. That's all children do. They monkey see, monkey do. They learn by what they see. And if they see, if you have nothing but feminine energy and all that around, he's going to have effeminate qualities. You can't punch him in his chest. You can't beat him out of him. You can't toughen him up. I never understood that. You need to toughen up. And mama pounding on the child's chest like that's going to make him be more tough. Yeah, you're going to stop his heart. It ain't the pounding. It ain't him acting like this. He's been watching you too damn much. Well, his daddy won't come over here and get him. Hell, maybe because you in the way. His daddy don't want to see you. He want to see his son. That's what little boys want to emulate. They want to see their daddy doing man things. That's how they learn. You can't pound that out of him. You can't beat it out of him. And no, he wasn't born with it. He learned it from observation. Now, y'all take what you want to out of that. Take what you want to out of that. And as we wind on down, I'm just going to say this. Parenting ain't easy, but you can make it way harder when two forces are working opposite each other. A child needs mama and daddy. I'm not saying fathers should just, like they do in Africa, the child get a certain age, daddy come in, take the child, and he gone, and he's training him how to be no, it takes balance. There's a healthy balance. Mama can teach you politeness. She can teach you please, and thank you. I'm sorry, excuse me. A mother can teach her son that. She can teach him to be responsible. Hey, take out the trash, cut the yard, wash these dishes, pick up after yourself. She can teach those things. But when it comes to him being a man, that's outside of her expertise. That's outside her realm of understanding. See, I could teach my daughter, say excuse me, say thank you, say please, say sir, say ma'am. But when her little thing get to bleeding, I don't know. That's outside my expertise. All I know to do is go buy some pads. I don't know how to clean it. I don't know what to supposed to do. That's not mine. I don't have one of those. See, there's levels to it. So a child needs both. And one can't overpower the other. I see that a lot. I see a lot of the daddy goes in on the child. The mama think it's a little too harsh. Stop it. Wait a minute, you're a little too rough on him. You too hard. No, there is no such thing because see, daddy understands, the father understands that the world ain't gonna love him like you love him, mama. There's gonna come a time when he's gonna be public enemy number one. Every time he step outside his house, he's got to prepare him for that. He's got to teach his son, especially if he's a black boy, how to be black and still operate in a white man's world out here. That's right. You don't understand that. Yeah, you can teach him. Go to work, pay your bills. You can teach them that. But the father has to teach him the ins and the outs and how to move up, how to move around situations. What needs to be addressed, what don't need to be addressed. I see every fight don't need to be fought. But men, it's definitely a call to us. I think T.I. let his son kind of get away because he was letting his mama and his grandmama run the show. And I get it. He's an entertainer. He had to be out on the road. He had to make that money. But see, my granddaddy was out on the road. But it was understood he was the head of the house. Granny was second in command. Now, when he was gone, she had full power. But yes, and whenever something needed to be addressed by granddaddy, she didn't interfere. If he wanted to wake us up at 4 a.m. and take us out to do some work, that's what he would do. She didn't interfere. She didn't say, well, honey, that's a little too early for them. No. And he did that a couple times. We get up for the sun get up. That's what I'm talking about. You got to work together. And when daddy has to do his thing, you need to move out the way, mama. You need to understand that's his place. So you got a position, he got a position. That's right. I hope y'all got something out of this show today. I'm sorry I couldn't really deliver with a lot of power that I wanted, but this cold is you see it's getting the best of me. My nose is running like a faucet at this point. But if I need to readdress this, then I will, because this is something I'm very passionate about. I think, I know we get busy out here with life and things is going on and things happening, but we can't lose sight and focus on what's most important. See, I know right about now, this time of the year, we out spending money we ain't got, trying to buy iPhones and iPads and MacBook Pros and AirPods and shit for some ungrateful, unworthy kids. Well, you need to really start thinking about giving them what's something they can really use. It ain't always about material. You don't always have to have something. Oh, that's a whole nother show right there. But nevertheless, I'm going to get off and take me some medicine because I'm getting real stuffy now. But I thank y'all for those who came on and watched and those who enjoyed. I hope that you like, you shared. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Stay out these elements. It's raining, it's cold, it's just miserable out. So warm up, boo up, do up.